Hello everyone and welcome back to Den Talks Bite-Sized Chunks. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you today. How's everyone doing? I always open up my conversations with how are we all doing? Making sure you're alright and you're still keeping sane. You're not going absolutely bonkers yet. Everyone's still keeping active and still trying to shake a leg and grease the hinges. I'm hoping everyone's still doing that. Today, I'm going to give you 3 tips. Something that everyone struggle with, including me, and these are my tips. These are the things that's helped me in the past, and it's helped a lot of people in the past that I've told about it. And it's just 3. There are more of them, but we're just going to cover 3 today. 3 basic ones that you can do, and it's all about stopping eating shit, stop craving shit, and stop boredom eating. That's what it's all about. So 3 tips to help you stop cravings. My first tip, so number 1. My first tip, chewing gum. And it might sound very silly, but chewing gum has its effects on suppressing that boredom eating. The way it's worked for me is if I'm chewing something that's minty and sweet, I think that I'm getting a sweet. My brain is then thinking that you're eating something sweet. So it's curbed that straight away. It's also keeping my jaw busy. So while I'm chewing, I'm tricking my brain again. So my brain's thinking I'm eating something. So it helps me in that respect. It's the same as brushing your teeth, or pretty similar to brushing your teeth. On an evening, if I finish having dinner and I've had my sweet, for instance, I've had my dessert, after that, I will brush my teeth. And there's a few things for this. The sweetness again can help me think, or my brain thinks that I'm having something sweet again. Or I use Corsadil, and if you've ever used Corsadil toothpaste before, it's a bit gopping, it's a little bit salty, but you don't want to eat fucking nothing after brushing your teeth with Corsadil. It turns everything horrible. So that's one way that stops me from eating crap on an evening time, by brushing my teeth. It's helped me out and it's helped other people out. But chewing gum, brushing teeth is a good little addition to your arsenal when you want to stop your cravings. This is by no means a fix, and I think if you're constantly craving something, then you need to get to the root problem. There are things you can do to help plaster it over for a certain period of time, but of course after you do something, your body gets so used to it, then it knows what you're trying to do and it doesn't work as much anymore. So use it as an alternative, but don't use it as your primary method to stop eating crap, because it won't work after a while. You need to get to the root problem as to why you're craving. Hormones, stress, there's a lot of things that can be in that pot of things that make you eat crap. Okay, so that was my first one. Number 2. My second tip, water. So as much as water has a lot of benefits, it clears your skin, it keeps you hydrated and so on and so forth, it can also help you stop eating. When you drink water, it goes into your stomach, so you've got that instant feeling of you feeling full. I have it before meals sometimes because it gives me that full satisfaction, or kind of full satisfaction. I don't have too much because I like to enjoy my food, so I'll have a bit of water before I eat, and it stops me from eating too much. Another benefit of it. Now, if you go on Google and you search up for how much liters of water, how much water I should be drinking a day, default setting, people go for 2 liters. You have 8-ounce glasses of water a day. To me, again, I think everyone's individual, so it's down to yourself on what you need. If you feel dehydrated, then you should be sipping water anyway. But there is such a thing as drinking too much water, and it could be bad for you. So drinking too much water could be bad for you. Factors that play a part in this is, of course, if it's hot, if you're dehydrated, if you're doing certain jobs, if you're overworked, again, stress. Different things can help you drinking either too much water or too little water. So this is a thing that you need to understand your own body and understand where you're coming from, and consuming that right amount of water. But as much as it has all its benefits, it's another thing that I use personally to help me curb my cravings, drinking water. As soon as I get up, I neck a pint, And in between the day, I have sips of water. So I've always got a water bottle that I carry around with. So that's another tip. That's number 2. Number 3. My third and final tip for today is tracking. Tracking your food is so important, and it's easy to do. It could be a little time consuming, but once you get used to it, then it comes like second nature. If I were to write down everything I had to eat today, all my meals, and that includes from me getting out of bed to me going to bed, that's everything. If you had 3 Haribo, you write down 3 Haribo. Track everything and put that to one side. It'll give me that visual awareness initially of what I'm having to eat on a daily basis. If I then track that for a week, then I may come up against some trends. So Monday I've had 3 cans of Coke, Tuesday I've had 3 cans of Coke, Wednesday I've had 4 cans of Coke. These are things and these are trends that I can help stop then off straight away, and I could try and reduce that. So that's one thing. That's that physical implementation of tracking your food that you have in front of you and you can see. When you add up those foods, you get a number. So you can pump it into MyFitnessPal. There are different trackers on Google that you can input all your information on there and it'll give you a number. Once it adds it all up, it'll give you a complete number. That number is your caloric intake for that day. So that's what you've consumed in calories. What it might also do is split that down into 3. So we're gonna deal with 3. Your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. And you would have heard about these before. So it will split that number up into 3 things: proteins, carbs, fats. That number, you'll notice some are higher, some are lower, some are way low. But keep that there for now. So we've got that number there. If you go on Google again and you ask it, Google, how many calories should I eat as a woman? Google, how many calories should I eat as a man? It'll pump out some figures for you. It'll give you, as a woman, you should be eating 2,000 calories. And as a man, you should be eating 2,500 calories. Again, this is a default across the base setting. It's not a must-have. It's all individual. And there are more accurate trackers that you can go on to input a lot more information and it'll come out a little bit more accurate than that. Again, all individuals, so it'll be different. But for this example, we'll go for the basic. So a woman, 2,000 calories. We'll go for a nice round number because I'm thick as fuck and I hate math. I'm shit at math. So if you look at that pie chart up there, you've got big circle, 2,000 calories in it. Again, that's going to split up into 3 things. So you have proteins, carbs, and fats. If we're trying to equalize it, so ish, we can go for 40% proteins, 30% of that will be carbs, and another 30% of that will be fats. When you do that calculation and you work out in that what calories they equate to and you compare it to yours, it might be pretty similar, but my guess is it'll have a bit of a difference there. You'll have things that are way too high and things that are way too low. And this is where your awareness comes in. And I'm not saying you need to keep, so this is called a macro split. And I'm not saying that you need to keep to this macro split. Your macro split will change with you. And it's down to you and your goals and what you want to achieve as to how you'll have your macro split. But you should have something similar to it. Now, if I was a betting man, again, your proteins would be very low. Protein is very hard to get into. Even though we say, oh, you could eat loads of eggs and you could eat loads of chicken breasts and all that. One chicken breast is about 25 grams of protein. If this is now telling me I need to eat 200 odd grams of protein, how the fuck am I going to shovel 8 chicken breasts down my neck every day? It's expensive and it's friggin', it's just stupid. Okay, so there are ways and means to get your proteins in. One of my last talks, I said what I do as a routine. I get up, I drink water, and then I start shoveling as much protein as I can get down my gob, whether that be in the form of eggs, chicken breasts, protein powder, decent protein powder, yogurts, different things like that. So I try to get as much protein as I can to my body because that's the thing that's always, and I still hardly ever hit my protein macro. It's so fucking annoying. But it's that awareness. So track your shit for about a day to a week. See if there's any trends. Get a macro split, or think about what your goal want to be. If you want to have weight loss, fat loss, whatever, think about it and try and match it up. That awareness will help you 100%. I'm telling you that now, because it's in front of your face. So that's number 3. So there we go, ladies and gents. Those are my 3 tips to help you stop your cravings and stop boredom eating. It's helped me in the past, and it's helped the majority of people I've told about these tips in the past as well. And I hope it helps you in some way, shape or form. The chewing gum and the drinking water, it's a thing. And it's not something that should be used to cover your stuff up. It'll work for a certain time, and it may stop working. Our bodies are very, very smart things. So if I keep chewing gum and brushing my teeth, drinking loads of water, and I'm still craving stuff, then it may be something deeper. So they are just alternatives. You need to look in and look down a little deeper as to why these cravings keep happening, and as to why you want to eat every time something happens. That's another thing. You could track things that happen and relate them to what you eat, but that will come a bit later on. For now, you're just getting 3. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope this was useful in some way, shape or form for you. And till next time, take care and stay active.